Check it out, guys. So the markets ended up running into close. We had the S&P 500, which earlier, my earlier video, it was down at the time, I think 0.2%. It ended up closing up 0.2%. As you guys can see here, we had that crazy run into close, and we had triple Q. Let me pull that up and see. This went up 0.5%. Look at that. I think in my last video, it was at about 296. We ended up running all the way past 298 in the last 10, 15 minutes, actually more like 30 minutes of the day. Either way, these indexes, or ETFs, they ran into the close. Markets did pretty well in terms of the closing price, even though the Dow went down 0.2%, and even though we're still under a couple major resistances, which we'll talk about right now. And of course, we're going to talk about some stocks as well in this video. So if you all find value, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and let's continue on and talk about what the heck's going on right now. So again, we rallied into the close. We had a lot of choppiness throughout the day. I mean, look at the volatility in the markets throughout the day. Triple Q was all over the place, bouncing between 295 to 298. SPY in the same time period, throughout the day today on the intraday chart, you guys can see, was bouncing from 398 to 400 down to 396. Then we rallied into the close. And if I pull up the 20-day chart, guys, nothing much has really changed. We're still in this downwards channel on SPY and on Triple Q. And you're noticing right now, all we're really doing is we're kind of chopping around the highs here from the beginning of this month, the 2nd of March being about 398. We're kind of just chopping above those highs, holding it as support. And I think if the bottom falls through there, we start going under 395, that's where we're probably going to make our way to the bottom of this channel. Let me actually set my alert now at 395. And again, that's where we could start, maybe going down 390, maybe even lower. And on Triple Q, if I pull it up, let me show you guys what's going on here. This is also chopping around the highs from the end of February, early March, being about 295. You guys can see we held that point, and then we rallied into the close. Now, if we break under that point, whether it's tomorrow, Friday, at some point next week, that's where the bears could really start coming in, like I've mentioned in previous videos. So I'm going to set my alert there. Mark is at or below 295. There we go. And I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts, as always, guys, in the comment section. And if you want me to talk about any specific stocks, drop the tickers down below. Do not be scared, guys. Drop the ticker symbols right down below. And with that being said, let's talk a little bit about, let's look at the oil chart, silver, gold. We haven't talked about those in a little bit here. So silver has not been doing well. Let's put it that way. Do you guys remember the 3-year downwards channel we've talked about before? Well, this is completely intact still. You guys see it, and I've mentioned how we had to break out of 25, which you can see that's where we got rejected at, and that's been resistance for quite some time, for at least a couple months at this point. So the fact that silver failed to break out of there, not good at all. Clearly, it's still in a downwards channel, and we have gold here, which was trying to break out. I think it was 1900, right? Yeah, 1950. It tried to break out of that channel, but of course, by the looks of it, you guys can see for yourselves, it failed to do so. It did not break out, and now we're kind of in the middle of this channel. So it's kind of a waiting game, and you guys know I hold gold. This is something that I like to, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to gold coins. It's not like I have a ton of gold. I don't have that much gold, but I do like to collect coins, buy maybe 1 or 2 a year, quarter ounce coin, half ounce, however much I feel like buying at the time. And I've been doing that for a couple years at this point. And that's kind of the extent of it for me in terms of metals. I don't have any silver still, guys. I mentioned that before. I still have not bought any silver, but gold I do own. And who knows, maybe I'll trade GLD or SLV here moving forward, which you guys know. GLD is an ETF that tracks gold, the price of gold. SLV is an ETF that tracks the price of silver. You guys probably know I've mentioned these before. And if we come over here to crude oil, let's see what this is up to. Crude oil right now is at 76 a barrel, down about 1.3%. And look at this clear rejection that we got. If I clear the drawing set, guys, and just get another channel tool out, I'll show you guys this. We're still in this horizontal channel that we've been in for quite some time, a couple months at this point, and we clearly just got rejected at 80 bucks a barrel again. It's clear as day we got rejected. Now we're moving back into the mid-70s. So bears are 100% in charge here on oil. There's no doubt about it. And with that being said, guys, after that little quick breakdown, let's go over some stocks now that I think are worth looking at, and just some movers that I saw move today on the watch list. So we had JD do pretty well today, and a lot of stocks were all over the place. I mean, yesterday, or earlier today rather, we talked about AMD and Nvidia. We talked about, I think, Snapchat. They're all over the place. And there were some other ones that were moving as well. We had Tesla close right around 182. We talked about that one earlier. You guys can see this went down about 3% on the day, and it's pretty much right on the verge of another big drop by the looks of it. I mean, especially if it falls under 180 bucks, which you guys know is right by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart here, and it's right by the highs from the end of January. You guys can see that. So if we fall through 180, Tesla could have some more downside. I think CCL is also on the verge of another collapse by the looks of it. Yeah, you guys can see here, CCL, we have a head and shoulders. Let me actually zoom in a little bit and show you guys this. We have a head and shoulders, clear as day, on CCL. Left shoulder, we got the head right there, the right shoulder. Now we're dumping off. Today went down over 3%. So keep your eyes on that. This might fall through the floor, especially if it falls under $10, which has been support for a couple weeks. So watch out for CCL on the downside, guys. I'll actually set my alert at where should I put it? Mark is at or below $10. That should be a good spot to put that. Ticker symbol CCL. Let's see what else ended up moving today, guys. We had Disney, I think we talked about earlier. Monster, we talked about earlier. I think Occidental Petroleum, did they report earnings today? They might have reported. There weren't too many companies that I saw that were worth talking about today. Actually, Campbell's reported this morning. We'll talk about that in a second. Occidental Petroleum went up a little bit. Actually, they reported about a week, 2 weeks ago, so I'm a little bit late on that one, guys. We probably talked about it. I just don't remember. We talk about so many stocks every day, guys. It's hard to keep track of them all. But at this point, Occidental Petroleum is still in a downtrend, not looking the best, I'd argue. I mean, if we start getting out of, let's say, 65 to about 68, that'd be different, but we're not really seeing that quite yet. So Occidental Petroleum, I'll set my alert now, and I'll just kind of set it and forget it until the alert goes off. I'll put it at $67. Mark is at or above. And let's pull up Campbell's Soup, which reported this morning, and you guys can see this thing went up about 1.9, almost 2% on the day, and it looks like we're slowly starting to break out of that neckline of the head and shoulders that I've drawn out here, which was right around 53 bucks. We're starting to get above that point. So let me pull these earnings up and see what they ended up doing. It looks like they did 80 cents in EPS, which beat the 74-cent estimate on sales of $2.48 billion versus the $2.44 billion estimated. So they beat EPS, and it looks like they beat on sales, and it looks like they guided or they raised their full year 23 net sales growth guidance from 7 to 9% to now 8.5 to 10%, which is great. And it looks like they raised their full year 23 adjusted EPS guidance, which you guys know when companies raise guidance for EPS, for revenue, for same store, comparable store sales, right? That's great news for companies. And Campbell's Soup, they did that. They did exactly, that. They raised their guidance, EPS beat, revenue beat. So at this point, we're not fully breaking out yet, but I'd say if we start moving past 55 bucks, where I'll set my alert, and there goes Siri talking to me on the watch. I got to turn off Siri, guys. I don't even use this thing. I don't know why she keeps listening to me. Shut up, Siri. $55 is where I'm going to put my alert, guys. Mark is at or above, and we'll see where it goes from that point. And before we continue on, if you guys have not gone up to 17 stocks yet for Moomoo, what are you doing? Use that link down below, or just simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. And if you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more free shares of stock, plus 2 free shares of either AI or BBAI, which mind you guys, that's limited time. And get this, if you deposit at least $1,000, you get another 10 stocks on top of those 7 stocks, totaling 17 stocks. So all the details are down below, guys. I appreciate you all, as always, for using that link. Once you get your free stocks, it also helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys, as always. And with that being said, let's continue on here. So Nucor ended up doing pretty well on the day today, up 1.2%, and went over $173, closed up over $2 on the day. And what we're noticing here is arguably a cup and handle. You guys kind of see that. Maybe not as much a cup and handle, but you could also argue an inverse head and shoulders right off of, and it's bouncing right off of the 50 SMA, as you guys can see right here. So Nucor is one that I'm definitely watching. It did well today in the midst of a pretty choppy day overall. So we could maybe see a move coming towards 180, maybe higher on Nucor, ticker symbol NUE. Let's see what else here moved. Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard. This is on the move again, guys, which you guys can see here a couple days ago. This thing went ballistic from 75 towards 80. Now it's kind of hovering right under 80 bucks. So let's see if we, break past 80, 81. That's the $1 million question. That's resistance from back in the middle, beginning of August, right? If that breaks, we could start moving towards 90, especially if we get more clarity around the merger, or rather the acquisition from, Microsoft, right? Who knows if it gets blocked, if it goes through? That's the, the speculation right now, or that's what a lot of people are speculating on, if you guys know what I mean, right? So keep your eyes out on Activision Blizzard, ATVI. Let's see what else, guys. How did big tech do today? Then we'll wrap up the video. Google today did pretty well, 0.5% green day. We have that inverse head and shoulders we called out earlier. Let's see if it breaks out of 96, maybe goes to 100. Amazon also did pretty well today, not bad, 0.4% green day, but it looks like that head and shoulders is still intact, so keep that in mind. Not the best looking sign there for Amazon, but I don't care personally because I'd want it to go lower. Like you guys know, especially if you're in the Patreon, I've been buying Amazon and I'm planning on buying more. If it goes under 80, or especially under 90 rather, especially under 80, which I don't know if it even goes under 80. We shall see. Microsoft today, let's pull it up, went down a little bit. It's still choppy now between 250, 255. Let's see what direction this thing picks right in this little, it's currently in this range. So let's see what direction it picks out of there, or if it dumps down. We'll see. Apple ended up doing fairly well today as well, up about 1%. We do have a bit of a cup and handle, you could argue, here forming on Apple. So my alert's at 156. We'll see if it breaks out of there. And let's see what else. Which one am I missing? Meta ended up going up 0.25%. Also, we have a cup and handle on this thing. Look at that. Boom, boom. So my alert's at 195. We'll see where it goes from that point. Potentially, just maybe, just maybe, it breaks out of 195 and it goes up even further from there. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get your free stocks from Moomoo. Link down below. There's also some free stocks from Webull. And if you guys want to join the Patreon, that's also in the description box. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.